There is a certain quality to the air in Bali. It is warm, humid, and carries the faint, sweet scent of incense and frangipani flowers. This is an island where the spiritual and the everyday are not separate, but are woven together in a constant, gentle rhythm. It is a place known for its stunning landscapes, volcanic mountains, lush rice terraces, and sun-drenched beaches. But the true beauty of Bali is found in its people, and in a way of life that balances the ancient with the modern in a unique and graceful dance. To understand Bali is to look beyond the postcard images and see the intricate web of family, community, and belief that holds the island together. It is a culture where gratitude is a daily practice, where art is a form of devotion, and where the concept of a good life is measured not just in material wealth, but in harmony, balance, and connection. This is the story of that life, a life that continues to thrive with quiet resilience in a rapidly changing world. The foundation of Balinese society is the family, and the heart of the family is the compound. A traditional Balinese home is not a single house, but a collection of open-air pavilions or bales enclosed by a protective wall. This architectural style is a physical manifestation of the Balinese philosophy of life, designed for communal living and spiritual harmony. The layout is not random. It follows a sacred axis. The most sacred area, known as Kaja, is the direction toward the holy mountain, Mount Agung. This is where the family temple, the Sangha or Marajan, is located. The least sacred area, Kelod, is the direction toward the sea, where the kitchen and washrooms are placed. The open-air design is not just for climate control. It encourages social interaction, allowing life to flow seamlessly between the different pavilions. Life within these walls is a shared current. Multiple generations often live together, their lives overlapping in the open spaces. A grandmother or dadong might be seen weaving palm leaves for offerings while keeping an eye on her grandchildren playing nearby, her hands moving with an ingrained muscle memory grace. The father, or bapa, may leave for work in the fields or a hotel, while the mother, or ibu, manages the household, prepares the daily offerings, and often controls the family's finances. She is the operational heart of the home. This collective upbringing means children are raised not just by their parents, but by a network of grandparents, aunts and uncles, creating a powerful sense of belonging and mutual support that extends from birth to old age. Elders are deeply respected for their wisdom, and their guidance is sought in all important family matters. The concept of privacy, as understood in the West, is secondary to the needs of the collective. Life is lived in the open, a shared experience of joys, sorrows, and daily routines. This communal spirit is formalized in the Banjar, the local village council. The Banjar is the cornerstone of community governance, a system of social organization that is deeply embedded in daily life. It is more than just a neighborhood association. It is a cooperative body that manages the core functions of the community. Each Banjar has a central meeting hall, the Bail Banjar, which serves as the physical and social heart of the neighborhood. Attached to it is often a towering kulkul drum tower. The rhythmic beat of the wooden drum is the traditional method of communication, summoning the community for meetings, warning of emergencies, or announcing a ceremony. The Banjar also serves as a cultural hub, organizing the local gamelan orchestra and dance troupes where young people learn the traditional arts. Membership in the Banjar is a duty and a privilege for every married couple. The council oversees everything from temple ceremonies and weddings to resolving local disputes and organizing community security patrols, known as the Pikalang. These volunteers, dressed in their distinctive checkered sarongs, sashes, and headwear, are a common sight during ceremonies, where they manage the complex logistics of traffic and crowds with calm authority. The Banjar also functions as an economic unit, often operating its own credit union to provide loans to members. When a family needs help, the entire Banjar comes together. This system of gotong royong, or mutual cooperation, is the invisible force that holds Balinese society together, ensuring that no one is left to face life's challenges alone. To walk through Bali is to walk through a living, breathing spiritual landscape. The island is predominantly Hindu, but Balinese Hinduism is a unique and beautiful synthesis of Hindu cosmology, Buddhist teachings, and ancient animist beliefs. It is a religion that sees the divine in everything. This worldview is guided by the core philosophical principle of Trihita Karana, which translates to the three causes of well-being. It dictates that happiness can only be achieved through harmony with God, Parahyangan, harmony with other people, Pawangan, and harmony with nature, Palemahan. This principle is not an abstract concept. It is a practical guide for daily life, influencing everything from architecture and agriculture to social interactions. This philosophy is most visible in the daily practice of making offerings. Every morning, women create the kanang sari, small, beautiful trays woven from palm leaves. The contents are deeply symbolic. The flowers of different colors represent different gods and cardinal directions: white for the east and the god Iswara, red for the south and Brahma, yellow for the west and Mahadeva, and blue or green for the north and Vishnu. A small portion of betel nut, lime, and gambia leaf is often included, representing the Hindu trinity of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. These offerings are a gesture of gratitude and a way to maintain the delicate balance of the cosmos. They are placed in family shrines, at the entrances of homes and businesses, and on the ground for the lower spirits. The smoke from the incense carries the essence of the offering to the heavens, a constant, fragrant reminder of the island's devotion. Temples, or pura, are an integral part of the landscape. There are the grand, iconic temples, including the 6 great temples of Bali, known as the Sad Kahyangan, which are believed to be the spiritual pillars of the island. The most important of these is Pura Besaki, the Mother Temple, a vast complex of over 80 temples located on the slopes of Mount Agung. But more important to daily life are the thousands of smaller temples that form the spiritual backbone of the community. Every family has a temple, every Banjar has its community temples, and every village has at least 3 main temples. The Pura Desa, the Temple of Origin, for the village founders. The Pura Puse, dedicated to Vishnu and the creation of the village, and the Pura Dalam, the Temple of the Dead, dedicated to Shiva or his consort Durga, usually located in the most spiritually impure part of the village near the cemetery. Life is marked by a series of elaborate ceremonies. The most important festival cycle is Galungan and Kuningan, a 10-day period that celebrates the victory of Dharma over Adhama. During this time, the spirits of the ancestors are believed to return to their family homes. The streets come alive with penjor, towering, gracefully arching bamboo poles decorated with coconut leaves, fruits, and flowers, which are erected outside every home as a symbol of prosperity and gratitude to the gods. Perhaps the most unique and profound of all Balinese ceremonies is Nyepi, the Day of Silence, which marks the Balinese New Year. The night before, villages across the island hold boisterous parades featuring enormous demonic effigies called ogo-ogo. These effigies, crafted by the youth of the Banjar for weeks, are paraded through the streets with loud music and fire, a ritual to exorcise the evil spirits of the past year. Then, at dawn, a complete and total silence descends upon the entire island. For 24 hours, everything stops. The airport closes. No one is allowed on the streets. No lights, no work, no entertainment, no travel. It is a day for fasting, meditation, and self-reflection, a symbolic cleansing of the island and its people, allowing the world to begin anew. Another major ceremony is the cremation, or Ngaben. Far from being a somber event, a Balinese cremation is a vibrant, noisy, and celebratory affair. It is seen as a joyous occasion that liberates the soul from the body, allowing it to ascend to the heavens and begin the process of reincarnation. The body is carried to the cremation ground in a towering, multi-tiered funeral tower, or bade, which is carried on the shoulders of dozens of men from the Banjar. The atmosphere is one of communal effort and celebration, a final, beautiful act of service to a member of their community. The economy of Bali is a study in contrasts, a place where ancient agricultural traditions exist alongside a massive global tourism industry. For centuries, the island's lifeblood was its fertile volcanic soil. The cultivation of rice, in particular, has shaped both the landscape and the culture, creating a society where cooperation and respect for nature are paramount. The stunning rice terraces are part of a sophisticated irrigation system known as the subak, which dates back over 1,000 years. The subak is a democratic and cooperative system where farmers share water resources, managed through a series of water temples. It is a living example of the Trihita Karana philosophy in action. The system is managed by a water priest, or Jero Gid, who, through a complex calendar of rituals and offerings, coordinates the flow of water from the source down through the network of canals and tunnels that feed the terraces. Farmers meet regularly at the temples to coordinate planting schedules and water distribution, ensuring that the entire community benefits. This system is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized not just for its engineering, but for its cultural and spiritual significance as a model of sustainable resource management. Alongside agriculture, Bali has a rich tradition of craftsmanship. Villages around Ubud are famous for their artistic heritage. In the village of Mas, generations of master woodcarvers create intricate sculptures from teak and sandalwood. The air in their workshops is filled with the scent of wood and the rhythmic sound of the chisel. In Kaluk, the air is filled with the gentle tapping of hammers as silversmiths use the lost wax technique to craft delicate jewelry. The painters of Batu Chuan village are known for their unique, dense style, where canvases are filled with detailed scenes of daily life and mythology. For these artisans, their work is not just a way to make a living. It is an expression of their cultural identity and a form of spiritual practice. However, in recent decades, tourism has become the dominant force in the Balinese economy. Millions of visitors come to the island each year, creating a vast number of jobs in hotels, restaurants, tour companies, and wellness centers. For many young Balinese, a job in tourism offers a path to a better income. They take great pride in their roles as hosts, sharing their culture with visitors as drivers, guides, and small business owners. The famous Bali smile is a genuine expression of this hospitality, but it has also become a professional requirement in the service industry. Alongside this formal economy, a vibrant, informal economy thrives. Countless small stalls or kiosks line the roads, selling everything from phone credit and snacks to petrol decanted into old vodka bottles. Mobile vendors or kaki lima push their carts through neighborhoods, selling everything from bakso soup to ice cream. These small enterprises are a vital part of local life, providing essential goods and services with an entrepreneurial spirit. But this reliance on tourism also makes the economy vulnerable, and it places significant pressure on the island's resources and culture. Food in Bali is a central part of daily life, a celebration of fresh, local ingredients and complex, aromatic flavors. The day often begins with a trip to the local market, or pasar. These markets are a sensory explosion. The air is thick with the scent of spices, the pungent aroma of durian, and the chatter of bargaining. The sounds of chickens and the smell of dried fish mix with the sight of women balancing huge baskets of produce on their heads with an effortless grace. Vendors sell pyramids of colorful fruits, baskets of fresh vegetables from the mountains, and a dazzling array of spices that form the foundation of Balinese cuisine. The market is also a social hub, a place where neighbors catch up on local news while shopping for the day's ingredients. Balinese cooking is a labor of love. The heart of many dishes is the bumbu, a spice paste made by grinding numerous ingredients together with a stone mortar and pestle. This paste, which can contain up to 20 different ingredients, including candle nut, shrimp paste, and kaffir lime leaves, gives Balinese food its distinctive, layered flavor. A typical meal is nasi campur, or mixed rice, a scoop of steamed rice surrounded by a variety of small, flavorful dishes that change from day to day and from one warung to the next. One of the most famous ceremonial dishes is lawar, a mixture of minced meat, vegetables, grated coconut, and rich spices, which is sometimes mixed with fresh animal blood to add depth and flavor. It is a dish that is almost always prepared communally during large ceremonies, with men typically handling the chopping and mixing in huge woks, or wajan. For a quick and affordable meal, many Balinese visit a warung, a small, often family-run eatery. Warongs are the heart and soul of the island's food scene, offering authentic, home-cooked food with a warmth that makes you feel like a guest in their home. They are also vital community centers, places where people gather to share a meal, exchange gossip, and connect with their neighbors. At night, the food scene transforms with the appearance of the pasar malam, or night market. Carts and stalls line the streets, their lights cutting through the darkness, offering specialties like sate lilit, a uniquely Balinese satay, made from minced meat mixed with spices and wrapped around a lemongrass stalk, and sweet-filled pancakes called martabak. The night market is a beloved institution, a place where the community gathers to eat, socialize, and unwind after a long day. The natural environment of Bali is not just a backdrop for life, it is an active participant, a sacred realm, alive with spiritual energy. The island's geography is dramatic and diverse. This close relationship with nature has shaped the Balinese worldview, which sees the natural world as a source of both life and power. The mountains are considered the domain of the gods, while the sea is seen as the realm of lower spirits or demons. The human world exists in between, and the goal is to maintain balance in this middle realm. Offerings are frequently left at large banyan trees, waterfalls, and even strangely shaped rocks, acknowledging the spirits or penungu that are believed to reside there. The island's volcanoes, like the active Mount Batur and the towering Mount Agung, are considered the sacred homes of the gods. Mount Agung, the highest and most revered peak, is seen as the spiritual center of the island. The volcanoes are respected as powerful sources of life-giving fertility for the soil, but also as potentially destructive forces that command reverence. The island is also home to a rich biodiversity. The monkeys in places like the Ubud monkey forest hold a complex status, seen as semi-sacred guardians of the temple grounds, but also as mischievous pests. Waterfalls are not just beautiful natural features, they are often considered sacred sites for purification rituals known as melukat, where people bathe in the holy waters to cleanse themselves of spiritual impurities. The coastline offers a different kind of energy. The beaches of the south, like those around Uluwatu, are legendary in the surfing world. This culture began in the 1970s and has since grown into a major industry, producing local surf legends who have become role models for younger Balinese. For them, the ocean is both a source of livelihood and a place of recreation and spiritual connection. There is a deep camaraderie among the local surfers, a community built on a shared passion and a profound, almost spiritual respect for the power of the waves. The sea, like the mountains, is a powerful force that must be honored and respected. The sound of modern Bali is the persistent hum of the scooter. For millions of Balinese, the scooter or motor is the primary mode of transportation. It is a symbol of both freedom and economic necessity. The rise of the scooter economy, powered by ride-hailing and delivery apps like Gojek and Grab, has transformed daily life, creating new jobs and making it easier than ever to get food delivered or travel across town. This reliance on scooters has led to significant traffic, especially in the urban centers. The experience of being in Balinese traffic is one of organized chaos. There is a constant flow of vehicles, but it is governed by a set of unspoken rules of yielding and merging, a dance of intuition and mutual understanding. The use of the horn is not an aggressive act, but a gentle "I am here" signal. Scooters flow like a school of fish around obstacles, a testament to the incredible skill of the riders. In recent years, Bali has also become a global hub for digital nomads. Cafes in areas like Canggu and Ubud are filled with people working on laptops. An entire infrastructure of co-working spaces, villa rentals, and cafes with high-speed internet has sprung up to support this community. This influx has brought new energy and investment, but it also contributes to the island's modernization and changing social landscape, creating a complex cultural exchange with both positive and negative aspects. Education is highly valued in Balinese society as a pathway to a better future. Children in their distinctive school uniforms, red for primary, blue for middle, and grey for high school, are a common sight across the island. But for many, education is a dual track. After their regular school day, children often attend sessions at the Banjar to learn traditional arts, ensuring that these vital cultural traditions are passed on. For young people in Bali today, life is a balancing act. They are the first generation to grow up fully immersed in both traditional Balinese culture and the globalized digital world. They feel the responsibility to uphold the traditions of their ancestors, while also feeling the pull of modern aspirations. A young person might work as a trendy barista in Canggu, but they must return to their village for a 3-day temple ceremony, requiring them to take time off work and switch their mindset completely. The financial pressure to support not just their immediate family, but also to contribute to the often expensive ceremonies of their extended family and Banjar is a significant part of their reality. Fluency in English is seen as a key skill for employment in the tourism sector, and many young people are eager to learn. Their aspirations are often entrepreneurial. Many dream of starting their own businesses, a small guest house, a cafe, a tour company, combining their modern skills with their cultural heritage. They are navigating a world where the expectations of the family and the Banjar coexist with the endless possibilities offered by the internet. As the sun sets, Bali transforms. In the villages and rural areas, the night brings a profound sense of peace. The frantic energy of the day dissipates, replaced by the gentle sounds of nature, the rhythmic chirp of the tokek gecko, whose call is often counted for good luck, and the chorus of frogs from the rice paddies. The air cools, and the smell of burning mosquito coils drifts from open doorways. Families gather in their compounds to share a meal and talk. In the main tourist areas, however, the night is just beginning. In places like Seminyak and Kuta, the streets come alive with a different kind of energy. The air fills with the sound of music from high-end beach clubs and backpacker bars. Many young Balinese work in this nightlife industry. They are masters of moving between these two worlds. After finishing a late-night shift, they will ride their scooter home to a quiet village where the rhythm of life is dictated by the temple calendar, not the tourist season. This nightly contrast is a powerful symbol of modern Bali. The beauty and popularity of Bali have come with a complex set of challenges. The very success of its tourism industry has placed immense strain on the island's infrastructure and environment. The rapid development has led to the conversion of agricultural land into concrete. This is not just an aesthetic loss, it represents a cultural one. The concept of ancestral land is deeply important, and the decision to sell it is a difficult, almost spiritual one for a family, often driven by economic necessity. A critical and often invisible issue is the island's growing water crisis. The tourism industry consumes vast amounts of water. The deep wells dug for hotels and villas are lowering the water table, causing traditional wells and even the sacred subak systems to run dry in some areas, pitting the needs of the tourism economy against the needs of traditional agriculture. Life in Bali is a conversation between the past and the present. It is a place where ancient rituals are performed in the shadow of modern development, where the sacred and the commercial exist side by side. It is an island of profound beauty, but its true strength lies in the invisible threads of culture that bind its people together. The Balinese have shown the world that it is possible to be part of a globalized society while holding fast to the traditions that give life meaning. Theirs is a life built on balance between work and rest, community and self, the material and the spiritual. In a world that often feels fragmented and fast-paced, the gentle, resilient, and deeply human rhythm of life in Bali offers a quiet reminder of what it means to live in harmony.